Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner studio, and with me today are the ladies from is it the Garden Club? Or no, it's the Beautification Committee. Give me the proper name. What is it?
It's the Beautification of Front Royal Committee.
Oh, I knew had a longer name than what I'm giving you credit for. But you guys do a lot of cool stuff, I'm telling you, and helps make our community beautiful. So the name, right? So a lot of stuff's going on. They're having their first annual garden challenge and tour coming up soon. So this is Lisa Schwartz, by the way. Did I already say that? Mm-hmm. I already said it, and then we know Taffy Mabe. So tell us the first annual. So what's so important about that?
So we know there's a lot of gardens within the town of Front Royal, and we were saying that there's a lot of these secret gardens hidden around town. And there's a lot of people with green thumbs that have produced, have worked hard to make their spaces beautiful. So we thought, as part of the beautification, we do this garden challenge. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to have an application process, and it's going to begin 11 March. We're going to have applications at the library, Samuel Library. We're looking at potentially putting them at the downtown at the tourist center, and online on our website.
Right.
So the application period will be from 11 March through 12 April. Once we received all the applications, we're going to contact the individuals that applied and come and visit their gardens on after the 18th of April, and basically walk them through what to expect.
Right.
And talk to them about the tour. We're looking at having a tour for one day, probably in late June, early July. There's going to be a fee of about $10 per person, children free, as part of fundraising for the committee. The other thing we're doing as far as a fundraiser is we have a paint night the 19th of April. It's going to be at the Back Room Brewery. And the studio is going to basically execute the paint night for us. So we're looking forward to it.
Well, that's a combination, the Back Room Brewery.
And painting.
Painting.
But those events are so much fun. I mean, people go to those, and it's a great meeting, networking, just having fun, and supporting a great cause. Because I tell you, this committee does so much for our community. I think it's the unsung heroes between you and the Garden Club and several other individuals that just kind of they like that, Not me. I mean, it's like singing. I can't carry a tune in a bucket, but I do like pretty things, and I just I want them to come and plant. What's that flower? Dogwood. I couldn't think of the name of it. Boy, I am just surrounded by these old people are just really getting me down.
Dogwoods and rosebuds.
That's
red buds.
That's it. But it's really this is a time of the year. I think it's what's causing me. My nose is twitching here today, but things are starting to come out of the ground, and before you know it, we will have the blossoms on the trees and the flowers coming up, and our community will just kind of come alive in the spring, doesn't it?
Yes. And one of the other things we do is we work with the town. And we procure the flowers for all the hanging baskets and planters around town. And in May, we go out and we plant them, and then shortly after that, they hang them up.
And John waters them all.
John takes care of them. Yes.
I talked to him a couple of times. He really likes doing that. I think he sees.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a daily event. I mean, that's a lot of work hauling that around. At least the town helps support that part of it, and it's great. We get more compliments on those baskets than probably any one thing we do in this town.
So one of the things the town's doing, I think, they talked about it. Hopefully they're doing it this year.
We're going to twist their arm.
They're going to get these self-watering baskets, so John doesn't have to do it every day. He may have to do it every third day or other day, depending on what the weather's like.
Right. But no, that's really, again, people come to town, they see those baskets.
Yes.
What's really amazing, I asked him what he puts in there, and he says it's a secret ingredient because they start off with like 3 petals in there, and next thing we know, we got
huge.
thousands.
Yeah.
And they grow like crazy, and I think that's because all the love he sticks in there in the basket, is it?
And the one thing we did last year, we have a greening celebration. We had it in the fall, and we honored John
Right.
for all his commitment to taking care of the baskets.
It's a lot of
And-
work.
Yes.
It's a lot. If anybody's done, their own stuff at home, it's a lot of work. It looks you're good at it the first week or so. By the 10th week or the 12th week, it's kind of like,
Yeah, and I think there's something like a total of 58 baskets. Some of them are in reserve in case something happens to one of
Right.
them. But he has to go and care and feed those every day.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of work. But you guys done a lot of things in town. You've had some tree plantings over at the school, and you're going to do another one, I think, here coming up, right?
Yeah, last year we planted trees. They were mostly red buds by Skyline High School
Right.
along the Royal Shenandoah Greenway. And this year we're going to extend that. We're going to be planting 18 more trees. And they're going to be all natives. We have some more red buds. We have some scarlet oaks. We have some tulip poplars. And it should look. And the nice thing about it is the school, the kids and their families will actually be planting the trees.
Yeah.
The town goes in and they basically dig the holes, get all the mulch and everything ready, stage everything for the planting event. It was very successful last
Right.
year, and it'll be successful this year. So
We'll
we're
be
looking
there.
forward to that.
We were there with our camera.
So it's going to be sometime either late April, early May
Right.
that the planting takes place.
As long as we don't put those ornamental pear trees or whatever they're called. Is that what they call
Yeah,
them?
the
The
pear-
butler, well, not the butler. The
even
Bartlett.
even the crepe myrtle, even though they're beautiful, they're not natives.
They're not native, and,
and
they
they're invasive.
well, and their fragrance is not the most pleasant.
But we have planted some of those a lot
Yeah.
in the community.
We had them all downtown, and they look so beautiful when they bloom, but
Those are the
those are gone.
the pears. Yes,
Pears.
and actually, the beautification committee was the one that purchased the replacement
Yeah.
trees for those.
Well, that's one of the best things you've done.
There are a lot of people that were disappointed
I
because they
know.
actually like the
They
flowering.
like the look, but they never walked Main Street or smelled them. So,
Mm-hmm.
and the mess they made and everything else. So, what are you into? You're just sitting here being arm candy.
I just started. I've only been on in the committee for a month, so it's a learning experience for me.
Well, I know
So,
you do
yeah.
a lot of stuff in
I
the
do,
community.
but
You are
this
everywhere
is-
I go. I see you there.
This is new to me, so
It's great. It's
Lisa,
some good work, isn't it?
I followed Lisa like a little puppy dog,
Yeah.
figuring out what to do. So yeah.
Yeah, they're all doing a great job. The committee for the first annual garden challenge is Taffy,
yes.
myself, Walt, her husband, and Mary O'Reilly, who
Yeah.
unfortunately couldn't be here today, and Vernay Peterson. So
Okay.
there's basically
Yeah.
5 of us that are pulling this all together.
Well, if people want to volunteer, are you accepting any volunteers?
Yes, we would like people to volunteer. If you go to our Facebook page, Beautification of Front Royal, and it also has a link to our website, plantingfrontroyal.com. You could send us an email or message us on Facebook and let us know you're interested and you're
Yeah,
invited to attend. We have a monthly meeting at the library at 3:30, first Monday of the month.
Okay.
Anyone's welcome to come.
You can always use volunteers.
Absolutely.
Yes, we can.
He has such a beautiful website, too.
Yes.
That's a shameless plug, by the way. Get it in there.
We've really picked up followers in the last 2 weeks. We
Mm-hmm.
went from 25 to, what is it, it was 247 yesterday.
Oh, that's great.
So
That's great.
it's growing, yeah.
That's good.
The website's growing.
Well, a lot of good things happening. We're going to follow up with you as we get a little closer to some of these things. Come back, tell us about it.
Yeah.
Bring Walt with you next time so
I
we can
will.
pick on him.
I will.
And
I'll know more.
maybe
so.
Fred will show up if
Yeah.
anybody knows him. I know he's involved in this committee.
Yes.
isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's
He
the
is.
I
secretary.
thought
He
he
is.
was.
Yes.
He's the
Yeah.
secretary. I'm the president, and we have, I guess, Corinne Llewellyn is our treasurer, and Fred Andrea is the vice president.
That's good, yeah.
So
I think I seen him the other day. He said he was retiring.
he is retiring.
I said, really? Come on, what are you going to do? Now we know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, thanks, Lisa and Taffy, for
you.
coming in, telling us all about the great things you're doing at the garden, the beautification committee. I want to keep calling it the garden club. That's kind of
Yeah.
two
There's
separate
two
groups.
separate
Two
entities.
Two separate groups,
Yes.
but, all
But-
doing great work.
But we are going to leverage the garden club to be the judges for our garden challenge.
There you go.
So-
But you're right. There is a lot of nice little gardens all stuck
There
around
is,
town.
yeah.
People have done great work in their backyards and properties and stuff. Really in the whole county. It doesn't have to be in Front Royal. It's countywide, right?
Well, we're just doing the
We're
Well,
focusing
gardens.
on the town.
Yeah, we're just
Well, I
doing
know,
the
but these
town.
gardens are all.
Oh, they're
you
all
have-
over.
Yeah, they're all
But
over.
we're focusing on the town this year since
This
it's our
year.
first.
Right.
And depending on how that goes, we may open it up for the county
Yeah.
in the future. But
Okay.
this is our test run.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be successful, I know. I
Yes, it
appreciate
will.
that. Again, thanks again. Really appreciate it. We'll put all this information below and all the links to the website and Facebook, and people can get on there and see what's going on.
All right,
And
appreciate
get their
it.
garden registered. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.